Yeah, maybe the Orianna was a mistake because that could have been set picked right there. And we know that Fly, Keen, and Lehens can all play it, theoretically. So a lot of switching could happen as there's the Gangplank. Definitely a fantastic matchup into Renekton.
Those are not, as you say, it's basically the game.
Well, we'll just have to see how it goes. DRX have their very weird and wonderful roster situation. They've picked 2 top laners, I guess, theoretically, in this game. 2 bruisers, which is what we were expecting.
Shoved back into him because really need to respect.
Oh, no. Well, I think Destroy's dead, ladies and gentlemen. That is not exactly how you want things to go in your first game, but Keen really... I mean, it's 2 more bullets and he dies. As there's the flash forward, passage there. Destroy's going to flash for fun, and Keen is going to get a solo kill under the turret. You really feel for the guys. True Shot Barrage, Bow. Not going to get hit by any of the subsequent abilities. Thankfully, the auto attack. But Udyr has Orianna and Karma to augment him in the later stage. And we're seeing the power here as the Gangplank's there with the Cannon Barrage. There's a Shockwave. Keen's also just going to follow on through. Flies gifted over the kill because Keen likes to share the wealth.
Teleport is available though.
Yep, Serpent's Fang also completed now as Keen's going to dive on in. Facebreaker onto Dread, who's just going to get some boots there, but there's the 2-man Shockwave. Cannon Barrage going to land. Goshik immediately exhausted as the True Shot Barrage is going to sail by majestically. Unfortunately, DRX had already backed away, so it's not going to find any joy.
There was a fight. No, never mind.
Yeah, fight. Leo pressed his Arcane Shift, flash and heal buttons, and he was K. Now Dread is just running pretty aggressively into the enemy jungle. Bao in a lot of trouble. That's an optimistic teleport from Keen, or is it? Bao's really dead. Oh, Keen's put into the bouncy castle though and is taken down. Goodbye perfect game yet again. As the Gangplank does throw his life away. Now Destroy. Oh no. This is handbag territory right now. He's looking to taxi through onto Lehens, who is now in a host of trouble. Okay, I take it all back. Maybe, just maybe it's the turnaround. As a Freaka Freaks still liking their opportunities, but it's 4 versus 3. Leo needs to get some work done. That's a 2-man Shockwave though. Beautiful stuff from Fly, who now wants to take down Pyoshik. Destroy might be the consolation prize, and absolutely is. So, the wallets were very heavy. A Freaka certainly. Okay, here's another fight. This might... Oh my goodness. Okay, well, goodbye bottom lane.
As I was saying, before I got rudely interrupted by...
Wander his way out. Let's have a look at how this all started as Dread ran on in, and Cannon Barrage is going to make things really, really rough for Bao and Becca.
And here we see the power of the composition and why going into this game we were like, where the early game advantages DRX have been able to build up.
Oh no!
Here is
King is on some vision. Showstopper is going to get some space there as he goes golden just to celebrate for a few moments and delay the inevitable. That's as Dread just wanders on forward. Troll Ward goes in, might be a little bit optimistic, but missed by a lot of the abilities. The Cannon Barrage goes down. Goshik soaking way too much damage, but Keen is immediately taken down. Destroy now in some trouble, though, as Leo just trying to fight this one out. Front to back, the double with the True Shot Barrage. Misses a few skill shots, but hits the ones that he needs to, as there's the Inspire, trying to get Leo to close the gap. But Afrika still winning out on the fight. That's a lot of damage. As those first 3 items, man, the item spike is just revolting. 6-0-0 on skill shots as well, and goodbye Elder. That one's going to be collected. Goodbye Nexus turret as well, as Destroy is going to come down. Look to see whether he can save it. See how that one does go. Does get the attention of the Super Creep, but it's not going to be enough. And it's going to be taken down. So Afrika now with the Elder, and 1 Nexus turret between them, and a 30-minute very comfortable victory over DRX. Let's see whether they just close it out right here. There is 40 seconds on the Baron though, boys. Come on, we could go grab a Baron, couldn't we? As there's a dredge line. Depth charge come through as well. That's a lot of space gained by Leo, who goes golden. Keen's in a bit of trouble here. Haymaker to try and keep himself alive, but it's not going to work. Destroy will be destroyed. It's a double kill for Fly, as now Dread looking to try and find someone to boop. Not quite able to. Chains of Corruption basically ignored here by the Udyr, who's pretty tanky. Especially when he can get into that turtle stance. It's Shockwave onto a couple. Goodbye, Mr. Varus. His Fly is going to celebrate by dying to a fountain. And a Freaka Freak.
Even though Keen kind of, you know, he had some fun at the end. He went for the Keen teleports. I think his early game presence was just... away from there.
We'll see whether they are going to be able to do it. Both of these teams, theoretically, with 2 marksmen on the roster. Of course, it was as we predicted. Keen playing the Lucian there towards the top side of the map, something that he has caused a lot of ruckus on in the past. But Lucian really has been a mid laner for a bit of experimentation for DRX, and now we are going to see their main roster in full flight, and we'll see whether it does bring us to a Game 3 here on our final match of the first week of LCK Summer 2021. Triple buff and double scuttle, but Keen is going to face check this. Immediately, he's ignited as they're taking a lot of damage from the minions. The flash does come out as Keen's trying to get it back. He's down extraordinarily low. The snips out of range, and now Dread's here. Pyoshik's in a bit of trouble now as there's the flash. The Q will connect, and now Kingen is next on the menu. Oh my goodness, it was a gamble, and unfortunately it was Snake Eyes for DRX. Possibly assuming.
It's something.
But instead, it was the kills. As we're going to check out Keen's pro view. As, yeah, this snip. Oh my goodness, just out of range.
킨드 프리스 나 텔로 와야 돼. 걔 점화 있다 진혁아.
Of course, he's
in an even situation later in the game. King goes in.
Yep, looking for the needlework. Keen burning down to the ignite. Kingen running out of mana a little bit here. As Pyoshik looking to come on over and just grab himself the kill. And see Keen is sensing it. Looking to get out of here.
Knows.
Yep, Dance of Arrows will get Pyoshik over the wall, but he'll get the bad news. It's Keen, I hope you're not shopping. And he might have been, but does move himself out of the way. Of course, put down the Lamb's Respite, and then you get booted out of it, and you feel really bad. So we'll see how that is navigated in the later stages as well.
It's not great. Not very happy about it. Then again, Pyoshik.
All right, stand beside me there for lands. Solar Flare going to find a slow, but otherwise not too much more. And now that is a pretty decent tool off the board. 10 seconds on this Ocean Drake.
That's interesting.
Okay. That's Chains of Corruption landing. And the Glacial Fissure is going to come through as well. Sonic Wave doesn't connect, but that's a lot of poke damage down onto DRX. And Pyoshik especially, but he does still have Lamb's Respite. It looks like Afrika getting closed in upon. As Becca goes in, Zenith Blade is there, Super Mega Death Rocket connects onto just Dread. As Keen is going to give Becca and Kingen a back massage. That's about all it is right here. And now, it's DRX able to turn onto the 3 members of Afrika Freaks. Afrika now moving on over, not going to quite find the Shockwave as Lamb's Respite comes in. Pyoshik gets the heal back, and Afrika still finding it. Leo gets the empowered Q. And goodbye, Pyoshik. Took a long time for a kill to actually come in there. The jostling for position was ridiculous, but Afrika, they don't find the Drake, but they do find the kill.
It's a high risk. Is also looking towards the second one, not quite there as of yet. Kingen just finishes his Nashor's 2, so the sideline pressure is going to be even better.
I like this, actually. Kingen really committing to more of that side lane style. I think this is the first time we've seen Nashor's second here in the LCK. It was the thing that I really wanted first. Is Bao taking so much damage here. As actually, we're also going to connect the Chains of Corruption. Becca has to break his stopwatch, but I don't even know whether it's going to be enough. Still taking so much damage, and Leo, just the tip is enough to take down the Leona. His namesake. It felt a bit weird saying Leo took down Leo, but it happened as there is a back stopped by Pyoshik. Kingen knew that it wasn't the time yet. We'd only just ticked over as, okay, pop goes the Pyoshik. Not even allowed to press his R button. Okay, no respite for you. And Leo, of course, he's got his Edge of Night. He's actually feeling pretty comfortable here as there's the turn. The teleport comes in from Kingen, though, so the punish is not going to be massive. Becca, though, gets tagged with the Q. He's going to get taken down. Dread does go golden. The rest of the team wrapping around, though, as there's the kick flash. Bao picks up the kill with the flash, though, and there's the Shockwave. It's decent, but not quite enough as Pyoshik this time presses the R button. Hands hanging out there in that Lamb's Respite to keep himself alive. And in the end, Becca and Kingen going on over, and there's a control ward in the pit now. It is going to be a 50-50, but it's won by Dread. No, it wasn't, in fact, because that was Kingen. The dive done in. Yep. So, and this Ocean Soul, like you mentioned, it's going to be really rough for Kingen to continue that split push as well. As there's the Chains of Corruption. Becca getting taken down so low. That's the last hit with a Shockwave, but I like it. Just skew the numbers in the next fight. 5 seconds. until this Ocean Soul is available, and I think Afrika may have cracked it. It's going to be able to put down his circle, and he'll be absolutely fine as the rest of Afrika looking to continue the push. And taken down quite low. A possible opportunity here as Pyosik has to ult. Oh no, that's a lot of their power missing. The more time that they'll just head straight back up to 100% health.
I'm just super excited at the prospect of there being another like legitimately super strong inconsistent team.
Dread could be in trouble, but no, flies there.
Easily.
And yeah, no issue there at all. Shockwave not going to be able to find the mark as Q connects onto Pyosik. Doesn't have ult, remember, but survives for so long. The flash out and Dread's going to survive. You thought it was a whiff Shockwave, but in the end it's successful as Fly goes golden. There's the knockup from the Glacial Fissure. Solka uses his, but he is going to be taken down. Zonya's not enough. And DRX now limping towards their fountain. Keen, I think accidentally attacked a minion there, but Becca is just going to be given a free pass at this moment. It may not stop these Nexus turrets from just evaporating to the double 80 carries out of Afrika. King gets slowed down, another circle is in place, but Keen's very keen on getting into it. There's the kick into the fountain for Bao, who's now trying to find some rockets, but it ain't going to work. In fact, just not a lot of champion damage at all outside of Leo. It's like he was just there having a target practice game, and otherwise the graphs really not telling us too much. Yes, we won't be...
Thank you very much, guys. This is Jason with the very last translation of the week. Today I'm joined by Keen and Leo from Afrika Freaks taking down DRX. Congratulations! Keen, you won 3 POGs in a row. How are you feeling? I didn't really thought that I would win so many POGs. It feels great. And Leo, Afrika Freak is having a tight position on the first place. How are you feeling? It feels surreal, but we will do our best to, you know, keep our slot on top. And Leo, how are you feeling joining Afrika Freaks? I think our players have great personality. They're really funny and they're playing really well, so I like my life here. We had a shocking roster from DRX today. 2 top laners were playing in one team. Keen, what's your thought of that? I've been there in 2019. And the fact that the team is trying something out like that, it's not a good news. So I was feeling the pain of that team for sure. Well, if a non-mid laner get to play mid lane, I was sure Fly will just win the lane. And Keen, we almost had 5 bans targeting top lane. What's your thought about that? To be honest, there are so many champions that you can play on the top lane, so I wasn't too worried about it. So we just decided on the options that we had. So Keen, you played against Destroy, a rookie player, and you got 2 solo kills and GP got super fed. And the Korean commentators said, you are the dream of every jungler. What did Dread say at that point? After I got solo kill, he was just like, nice. He didn't really give me compliments. Nope. Maybe he will say something else after the match. And Leo, in game number 2, when Afrika had 2 kills over DRX, there were not many actions happening. Was that intentions? Controlling the tempo? We didn't want it to get overextended, and there were some points where we could have snowballed better. I think we have to, you know, discuss that during our feedback. That was not our intention. Gwen was slowly but getting super fed, right? Gwen is definitely an OP champion in the current meta, so we were trying to keep our eye on Gwen as a team. But before that point, we had many fights where we were able to take the leads. Keen, you said in the previous interview that Gwen is broken. How was playing against Gwen then? It is okay to play against Gwen during the laning phase, but she does exert a lot of pressure on the side lane. So I tried to not match her. Do you still think that Gwen is OP?
보다는 좀 많이
Not
좋은
like
챔피언?
OP, it's
네,
like
그렇게
very
생각하는
good.
것 같아요.
그 외에는 여전히 좋은 챔피언이라고 평가를 하고 계신 것 같습니다. 자, 다음 상대는
Your next opponent will be Damon Kia. Not an easy opponent, but you guys have a very firm momentum. How are you going to prepare for that series?
키아가 오늘 저희 앞 경기였는데 패배했더라고요.
Damon Kia lost earlier, you know? That's a good situation for us indeed. I hope we can push this momentum and take down Damon Kia.
보완해 오도록 하겠습니다.
We will work hard. What about you, Leo? Or you're also confident? Damon Kia's bottom duo are very talented. So we have to analyze them really well and prepare as hard as we can. Keen, one of the fans, put up a sign that she's gonna skip this semester if Africa loses today. Any message over to the fans?
이제 항상 이제 시즌마다 좀 힘들었던
There are many
그런
fans who
기간이
have
있었는데
been,
그래도
supporting us
믿고
throughout
계속
the
응원해
hard
주셔서 너무
times.
감사하고
I really
앞으로도
appreciate
계속
the
열심히 하도록
love and
할 테니까
support.
응원 많이
We will
해주시면
keep working
감사하겠습니다.
hard.
네, 감사합니다. 레오 선수도 팬분들께 한마디.
And that's the fan sign saying she's gonna skip the semester.
오랜만에 POG 받게
It's
돼서
been a while since I won a
기쁘고요.
POG. Feels great.
평소에 응원 많이 해주셔서
I
이렇게
really,
잘할 수 있었던 것 같습니다.
want to say that it's all on the fan support. So thank you for your love and support as always. This will be the end of the interview with Keen, Leah from Africa Freaks, taking down DRX, and I'm gonna pass it back to our casters. Thank you.